Hey everyone, if you want to make your own podcast but you don't know where to begin, Spotify for Podcasters makes it super easy. They've got everything in one place, it's totally free, and you can make money while doing it. Here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer, so no matter what your setup is like, you can start doing it today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and pretty much everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also supported, and you can even conduct polls and Q&As. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, the platform is totally free. No catch, totally free. When I wanted to start my own podcast, I did not know where to begin, and I didn't think it was even possible. And Spotify for Podcasters made it happen. They made it easy, they made it quick, and I am doing something that I love. What more can I ask for? So if you're interested in starting your own show, you can do it, and I highly recommend you give this a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Everything Kratom, the podcast about anything and everything Kratom. Great to have you with us on this Friday morning. Hope your week went well. Today I just wanted to share briefly a website. It's the website of, I believe this is true, the largest US-based Kratom farm. They're called Miami Botany Kratom, USA grown. The link is in the description of this episode, so you can check it out yourself. And the thing that I specifically wanted to just point out about this today was their blog. They have some blog posts on their website. I know that they've also been posting elsewhere, but looking at their website, they have 3 different blog posts and then one that's more like geared towards business opportunities with the people who are interested. So I'm talking about the 3 other blog posts here. One of them is the history of Kratom, and this was really fun to read. I think that they put a good amount of effort into this, and the reason why I'm pointing it out isn't necessarily like the mind-bogglingly new information that I necessarily got from the post, although they do include a fair amount of information for just a short blog post, but it's more of just like, it's not often that I look and find posts or articles that are from a vendor, for instance, or in this case, an actual Kratom farm, that put some real time and care into it. And this, like, they have images of each stage, you know, like they're talking about the stages of seed pod flowering and like showing the actual pictures of seed pods from a Kratom plant that are flowering and almost flowering and, you know, kind of new and green. They have a picture, you know, of one of them that it seems like is on their own farm. So it's like they've taken these pictures, it's not a stock image, and they don't say like, oh, here are the S3 green varieties of Kratom you can buy right now, and oh, what do you know, it's at our website is the place to buy it. No, they're just showing some cool pictures and information, and they're sharing about the history of the plant. And I think these pictures of the seed pods are wild. You should definitely check them out, because I think I did an episode a while back about the seed pods thing, or at least a few other images, which I believe these guys share too. But it looks like the seed pod of a Kratom plant, I had no idea, looks kind of like the COVID virus. And I am not trying to get into anything about COVID today, other than is to say, I think most people have seen like an infographic or something of what COVID kind of looks like on that level, the small scale level, where it's like, it almost looks like a ball with spikes sticking out of it everywhere. It looks like that, the seed pod of a Kratom plant. It's pretty wild. So you should check that out. And I really enjoyed that, the images. And then, you know, they also provide information that you would find on almost any website, but there's a bit more care put into this one. So I thought I'd share that one. And then Kratom plants grown in the US. This one, it was interesting to me because I know I've also done an episode in the past talking about like my guess as to where, based on the fact that the planet's climate is changing in many different ways, like my own naive, ignorant prediction of where Kratom, like growing Kratom might improve, or the conditions for growing Kratom might improve in different places around the world. And this is actually like talking about like, is it possible to grow in my climate? It starts off with that question. and germinating from seeds. Is it possible? And how tall can they grow? So that was just a neat little thing to look at. It also includes a link to see what zone, based on USDA database, like what zone you live in, to understand what plants might grow there, what might not. And then finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about, the other post they did, was Kratom veins and strains. This one helped me gain a lot of clarity. And I had seen this post in the past when I was first learning about Kratom. And when I first started doing the show, looking back on it, it's kind of funny because, if I'm going to look back at myself now, maybe a year from now, and I'm going to think the same thing I'm about to say, but like looking back at myself when I first started the show, it's amazing that I even knew what Kratom was, because I was like, I didn't even understand that you take a leaf from the Kratom plant and it can become so many different things. Like, I didn't even know whether or not there were different types of Kratom plants, where there's a red one and a green one and a white one, right? And I didn't even know there was such a thing as yellow, and I didn't know what Mangda meant and all that stuff. So I have a memory of reviewing this page in the past and really kind of thinking, there's more to this than I thought. And there are some images here, which I don't remember these images, but maybe they were here originally. These images of leaves that have gone through different drying processes. These two pictures are so beautiful. The first one is the second one is a number of different green ones that are laid out, and it says these are all leaves, a mix of young, old, oldest, top of tree and bottom all vary, and doesn't guarantee young leaves create white powder and old green or red. So that's cool because it shows the different shades of even leaves that are all just green and how they look, different or similar. But then this other image, the first one, it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different leaves that are so different. And you can see that they've been through a lot of different processes, and they've lived different lives. But they all may have come off the same tree, who knows? But it's brownish, yellowish, kind of dark gold, dirt gold, turning into this almost rusty red, orange, yellow, light red, orange rust kind of, but dark in the middle. And then two different greener leaves, but still these different hints and hues within the vein of red, yellow, and that spanning outwards differently. And even the texture of the leaves looking different. One's folded in on itself completely. It just kind of goes to show that there is so much that goes into these plants, and I appreciated these guys just showing exactly what they're working with here, because I think that that's important. And I think that when someone posts a post about it and they just have a photo, an image that you can get on Google Images of your typical Kratom plant, quote unquote, and it's just this green leaf, or it's just powder ground up, you don't really actually get a sense of what this thing is, what Kratom is. You're just seeing, oh yes, what a perfect image of this green plant. But this is showing the raw aspect of what Kratom is. It's showing that during, right after the process that these leaves went through, they look distorted, they look crumpled, or they look smooth and beautiful, or their vein color has changed, but only part of the vein. It's just fascinating, I think, and this might be kind of nerdy. It might also be a little too focus on an artistic side of this, which is strange because I never do that. But I just kind of loved that image. I think it's my favorite image on earth in terms of Kratom. Let's see if you agree. But you know what? I will copy the image address as well, which is also their website, and I'll include it in this episode description. So you can just click on the image link and you'll be able to see it. And again, all of this, just so I'm citing properly, this is all from the website of Miami Botany Kratom, and I do not have any affiliation with them or anything. I'm just pointing out the fact that I enjoyed looking at these blog posts. So there you have it. Because I'm always talking about how sick I am of like vendor posts about Kratom. I can't stand, like, I don't want to read any more of them. So it's just kind of refreshing to see one that I'm actually interested in, and to see an image on one of them that's like, ooh, there's something interesting that I haven't seen before. So there you go. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think, or I'm sure you could let them know. But yeah, let me know what you think. And if you like this sort of thing where I'm like pointing out odd, quirky things that maybe one might not be talking about that much, but like, you know, the fact that this one image just stood out to me so much, let me know. And if you think this is all BS and you want me to stop, let me know. I'm doing this for you, not for me. All right, everyone, take care, take it easy. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm not talking tomorrow. I'll talk to you on Monday. Talk to you all on Monday, everyone. Bye-bye.